Well, figured I'd give you guys an update on the main project that's been going on as of late. The relocation of the Barn Fresh HQ. And since we don't buy anything that's not a project, well, it needs some work. Yeah, you talk about projects that seem to go on longer than expected. Well, this was one of them. Well, the building overall was not in the greatest of condition. It's still standing though, so it's got that going for it. But there's still some leaks in the roof I gotta fix. There were some gaping holes all along the tops there. Yeah, those entire eaves were just open to the elements. Well, in keeping with Barn Fresh style, you can't have nothing too nice. There was a whole lot of cleaning to be done just to get down to the dirt floor. There is some power hooked up, albeit poorly run and not really great. So we're going to have to definitely go through that and fix it up and redo it. As you can see, kind of in the process of putting up some insulation. This took so much longer than anticipated. So the walls are basically just a suggestion for the most part. I mean, ventilation's always good. There's enough gaps and openings that the snow just kind of blows right through. The craziest thing thus far is this place is going to have concrete floor the entire way out here. I mean, that's unbelievable for me. Talk about living high on the horse. Now, of course, trying to do everything budget friendly, and we poured and finished all the concrete ourselves, so it's not perfect, but in my opinion, it came out pretty darn good. Well, I'll tell you, got a whole new respect for concrete work. Man, that was a job. Had some friends and family help out, though, and was able to get her done. This concrete is just unbelievable. I mean, it's going to be the first time ever having a shop where you can use a jack that just rolls on the floor. Even put some floor drains in there, and made a really heavy sections around in this area for a future lift to go in. Scored a 2-post lift at the auction, so gonna have to get that installed here one of these days. Still got a lot of work to do as far as patching some of the exterior holes. Yeah, the gutter's not really doing a whole lot. All the lean-to supports was rotted out, so I had to go through and replace all those so this thing didn't fall down. Yeah, one good snow and that lean-to would have been collapsed. Made up a sliding door. Didn't want to pay for the real rollers up there, so used some repurposed garage door rollers and track. Perfect. Got the insulation just sort of set up into the walls. Going to do the final sealing and caulking of that once we get that mainly finished. But I mean, it's doing a good job of just keeping the breeze from blowing through for now. Just basically had to go buy great stuff, expanding foam by the case, trying to seal off all the gaps. It has a little bit of a loft. Going to work on expanding that out and get a bunch of filing cabinets up there for part storage. Yeah, still chasing down a few small leaks up there. So this is a 24 by 40 foot pole barn, same exact size as the other barn that it started out in. It just feels a lot bigger because there's not as much junk crammed in here yet. But the plan is gonna be to keep everything in here as much of a workshop as possible, not a storage shop. Oftentimes, you know, just because you have dry storage, things just sort of get parked in here and then never leave. I mean, I don't know why people just keep on, you know, buying stuff. I appreciate everybody out there watching, and hopefully we'll get some more videos for you soon. We'll get the shop back in action and try and work on some projects for a change. This carpentry stuff, man, it's overrated. You can't just weld the pieces back together when you come up short.